Oh, that do it. Oh, that do it.
Oh, that do it. Oh, that do it.
Damn, Dalton.
Welcome to the Moral Victory Podcast, the intersection of culture and sports. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're listening / watching on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, because why the hell not? I'm everyone's favorite Nigerian, Ehizoje, aka the Anointed One. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right on the screen. Ehizoje.
I'm the one, the only Indigobby. You know where to find me on the gram at Indigobby, just like it's spelled right in front of you. Indigobby for those of y'all that's blind and reading through Braille. On Twitter, at the extra Y. Free franchise, baby. We back in this thing. Let's go.
What's good, everybody? It's Blake. Follow me, BLK_JHN. You know, Mr. Technical Difficulties, aka Mr. Mike Diddler. Is Blake.
Whoa. Who? Oh.
Blake John.
That's crazy. We're gonna skip past that Diddler part.
Y'all talking about how I can play with the mic.
Mike Diddler is insane, bro.
It's your boy Phoenix, man. The biggest. We here BIG_PHNX episode 10. Fuck niggas. We here, baby.
The biggest.
Yeah.
Big one
out.
out.
Monetized.
How y'all feeling, man?
Good, man.
Feeling?
Hey,
How's y'all day going?
I actually got a quick question. It's kind of embarrassing with all you lock journey niggas.
Okay.
What y'all do to keep your shit from itching? Because
wash it.
Just gotta do it.
My cornrows is itching,
I was gonna say it's nothing you can do at this point. This deep into my journey, I just know it's just gonna happen. I try to mitigate it as much as possible and
you
make sure. I don't.
You just gotta focus on something else. It's kind of like when you about to, you know what, and you trying not to. You gotta start thinking about some other shit, man.
Yeah.
Old trick from the book from this is crazy that I got this advice from this person, but from an old gym teacher. Well, it said start thinking about baseball plays, bro. That shit has worked for me years.
You a victim.
Hey, whoever that gym teacher is, don't look out your window. They outside already.
Hey, this might be also crazier to say, but it worked. That nigga's advice saved me from hella times, bro.
He could have been a father.
Baseball players.
Shout out the gym teacher. Hey man, I've never low-key got the itch. I've got the itch like 1 or 2 times, but it's a very
that's insane. It's because you got that mulatto hair.
Man. I don't know about that.
That's crazy.
Big lotto.
I feel like you spray
Big mama.
I don't know if it helps you, but rose water will help you moisturize your scalp. But I don't know if it's gonna stop the itch for real.
I've actually heard of that. I'm gonna try that.
Do you use oils, or you just raw dogging? Okay.
Nah, I use oils for sure. But like my shit soaks up oil. Like I could dump fucking olive oil over my shit. It'll be dry in 2 hours.
Yeah, you know what? Your hair might not. My hair is not good for oils. For most oils.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Rosemary is the only one that the other ones dry. Like coconut oil has always fucked my hair up, bro. It makes it strawy and dry and shit. So I can't use that.
My hair works good with oils, but my scalp does not.
My scalp, yeah, it does.
My scalp
that honestly might be my issue.
Yeah.
Because when I use that shit, my shit gets itchy, so I don't ever use that.
I just be over walking around and shit like a crackhead. It's like,
oh my god, bro.
Y'all ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Shams, Mr. Sham Wow, signed with ESPN, pretty much taking over the role that Woj had for the past 3-4 years. How y'all feel about that?
I feel like it's a passing of the torch. As soon as Woj retired, I figured that was next up. I don't think this really changes too much. We'll just go from a Caucasian to an Indian, you know. So I'm
I
with
was
it.
actually on that note, similar to our Raul Rosas segment. I do want to apologize to the people. Shams is actually not Indian; he's Pakistani. So I just want to apologize to anybody that may have been.
It's the same shit, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that nigga not
the same shit.
I can't even come up with a thing.
Yeah, you foul, Andy. You crazy for that one.
Hey, that one tweet that somebody tweeted, he said, "Welcome to the team. Make sure you wash your armpits when you enter."
Oh my!
That dude. Hey, they called him Rajit, bro.
Indians have the worst PR right now. They're getting slammed on fucking Twitter or X, bro.
I don't know why Twitter hates these people so much, but
God.
a lot of them. I'm not gonna speak for all of them, but I'm just saying they be dishing right. They be dishing it right to us. Hey, that's somebody white would insult them and they'll insult us. Like, bro, we ain't
right, yeah.
We ain't say nothing.
Yeah,
we love our Indian people though, and our Pakistanis.
Yeah, okay? Shout out.
Is Shams a DEI hire?
Damn.
Black jobs.
What's their ratio right now? I don't think they got anybody.
They was about to give that shit to Adam Scheffner and Jeff Passan. It's like, how you gonna give the NBA insider job to like NFL and baseball dudes?
That's ridiculous, bro. That lets you know the kind of talent they got. Like they don't have any. That lets you also know where Stephen A's priorities are, because I would have thought he would have got toasted. But
why would Stephen A want that shit?
Well, he has a history of it. I'm sure they would have given a good bag since they needed somebody.
You think agents and players are gonna trust Stephen A. Smith with information?
That's what I'm saying.
Hell no, yeah, he would.
That's how he came up.
But I'm talking about right now.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying
Kevin Durant's out here saying this nigga is a liar. Lonzo Ball came out and he was all like, "Look, I'm standing up and saying down right now." Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Back.
But then Lonzo didn't play for like the next 18 months, so it's kind of like.
but it was this like past year, and he's about to play right now.
No, but basically, like the thing that Stephen A. refuted was that Lonzo was like ramping up and coming back, and Lonzo's like, "I am coming back," but like realistically, he wasn't.
No, Stephen A. was trying to say that Lonzo's career was like over, and Lonzo's about to play right now.
I didn't know he said that. I thought it was just like he's not coming back anytime.
I think he was insinuating it because he was all like, "Yeah, dude can barely walk," and Lonzo was like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm getting ready to come back next season."
Yeah, says Stephen A. said that Ball had difficulty standing up from a sitting position due to knee injuries. Said that he claims Ball wasn't ready to play until he's healthier, and then the video that Ball dropped.
All I'm saying is Lonzo better play 50 games this year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I just want him to play. Play 35 games. I don't care.
You about to play preseason.
That's fire.
Oh, for real?
I
can't believe he did.
I'm not gonna lie. The Bulls might be nice if he's back.
Man, they ain't gonna do shit.
They're gonna be above average. They've been average.
They lost Caruso. They lost DeRozan.
Yeah, they're gonna be sneaky, but I like Kobe though. The breakout was dope.
I'm not gonna lie. He has allegations, but Giddey is a good player too. Let's not forget he didn't work on OKC because he was too slow. But that passing, that whatever other skills that Diddler got. Might meld nice with.
That's pretty the passing.
They said,
I tried to hype him up.
I do think it's gonna be a nice fit though, because they don't really have a lot of people like that on the team.
They call him P. Giddy.
P. Giddy, bro. The jokes write themselves, bro.
The Giddler
Kitty, yeah.
That shit is insane, bro.
Nah, but also shouts out to Shams, man, because I thought it was gonna get boring now that there's no competition between him and Woj. But this dude. I guess this is before or after he broke the cat news that he joined ESPN.
This is
before. Well, this is after.
Yeah, cat was like last week.
Right. So I mean, Shams is still breaking major news, and we're still just as excited as ever. So I was dead wrong on that one.
Yeah, you was. Yeah. Take your L, bitch. Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Shouts out Shams, man. Shouts out Shams. Congrats on ESPN.
Shout out.
By the way, it's about to kick me out. I'm gonna be right back.
Damn.
That's weird.
All right, y'all. We got no hosts. So
Hey,
now
let's
we
turn up,
switch-
bro. Let's turn up. We got this fucking out of here, bro. Sick of this shit. You gonna watch this?
This is an OnlyFans podcast.
Yeah, we switched up the whole everything, the title, the content.
That shit said, "Oh, you a Saints fan? Booted."
Toot and booted.
That nigga back up there, bro.
Yeah, he just.
Toot and booted.
Oh, we done rearranged.
That. Appreciate
That was
you.
me.
I went into it.
I didn't know you could do that.
I went into it and booted. So,
Hell yeah.
Ooh, all right, yeah. Top 5.
All right, let's
Top
do
5
it.
players.
Top 5.
Top 5. Top 5.
Yeah,
Y'all
now.
already... Oh, go ahead.
No, that's you. That's you.
I was like, y'all already know where I'm gonna go. Top 5 NBA players.
Wemby.
So I feel like I should just go last. I want to start with Blake.
Bruh.
I want to hear what Blake got to say for his top 5 NBA players entering the 2024-2025 NBA season.
Okay, so we start with Blake John. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna give you my top 5 players. All right, look. Okay, so I'm gonna start at number 1 because I'm low key doing this freestyle right now. I'm gonna say Luka Doncic.
Whoa.
Number 1.
Luka Doncic, number 1. He's the
See,
best. He's the best player in the Western Conference. Yes, better than Wembanyama. Just won the West. He's the reigning Magic Johnson MVP. So I mean, I gotta put Luka at number 1. At number 2, I'm gonna go with Nikola Jokic, the 3-time MVP. It's gonna look a little sus because his team's probably gonna be like a 6 seed this year. So he's not gonna look like the second best player in the league, but I just think given the last 5 years, it's hard to put anybody on top of him. You can even say he's number 1. Number 3, I'm gonna put our most recent MVP, not named Jokic, Joel Embiid. I think,
Don't let Andy hear that.
yeah, just the just the skill, the size, the pedigree, the history.
What history?
The
Damn.
history of regular season success. He's an
Okay.
MVP.
Oh, regular season. Just want to make sure that was emphasized. Okay.
Regular season success. I mean,
All right. Valid.
you could be top 5 off regular season accomplishments.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll allow.
Yeah. At number 4, I'm gonna go with another big, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I really don't think he's gotten enough respect for what he did in 2021. I don't know why, but I hope this year, now that that's 3 years is not that long. I hope that this year him and Dame have a full, offseason under their belt and that they could actually put something together. Hopefully Doc Rivers doesn't fold. Maybe, the addition of new coach Rajon Rondo is going to allow them to find some success and actually put something together, put a good run together. And last but not least, at number 5, I'm going to have to appease my New Orleans Saints fan over here. Not really relevant, but Victor Wembanyama. That defense is about to be crazy. I think he's coming for blood, and realistically, he's gonna put the league on notice. And it's Wemby time.
Welcome to the hype train. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about, nigga.
Y'all crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all crazy.
The biggest.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's mine is kind of similar. We'll see how you guys feel about the one extra addition that I have. But I got Jokic on top. Come on, man. Like I even though that you're right, they'll probably go down in the rankings team wise a little bit, but Jokic is always going to look like the best player on the floor any game he plays, and I think that's going to stay true. They have Westbrook as an addition. I feel like the fact that he's about to make Westbrook look like a feasible player again, I just know that that's going to happen, is probably going to boost his stock up alone outside of him playing. Then next I got Luka. Same reasons as Blake. I don't even need to get into it. Luka's that guy, the young white phenom. But third, I got Shea. Let's not forget, Shea was in the running for MVP last year, man. And they're only going to get better this year. And it's only going to reflect more on his image and how he looks as a player. I do think, though, that people are going to start getting a little sick of his style of play. we're a bit more surprised about how good he became, but the whole, getting away with the foul baiting and all types of things, that's gonna catch up to him. But we'll see if that's next year. But I do think he's gonna come in with the force, and they're gonna be a legit contender next year, even though they were already a legit contender last year. But it was more surprising the past couple of years that they were even that much of a contender. 4 is out of respect because he's a champion. Actually, you know what? I don't even want this nigga as 4. I really don't, actually.
Cool.
So I changed my mind. I was gonna say Tatum.
Dang, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna.
He's not even the best player on his own team.
Yeah, I'm not even. Damn, I literally thought about that as I was getting ready to say it.
Light-skinned nigga out of there, bro.
Yeah, no.
0 minutes in the Olympics. Get that nigga out of there.
That's not his fault, man.
That's his fault. He earned that shit.
When he was in the Olympics, he was a fucking bore fest.
Yeah.
God damn.
In a brick fest.
Man. So yeah, I'll put Joel in there. Actually, I'll put Giannis in there because fuck Joel. Oh God, that nigga not even gonna play enough games for me to consider him a top 5 player. So yeah, I'm gonna put Giannis in there. Similar to Blake's point, him and Dame are gonna be melded together. Giannis had a good season last year too. It's just they team stunk, So like that's gonna rub off on him, his image at least as a player. And number 5, you think that's a hot take? It's not, because I got Wemby at 5 too. I know he coming in and fucking shit up. The only thing stopping Wemby from breaking top 5 next year in people's minds is injury. Knock on wood. That's literally the only thing that's going to stop him from getting top 5.
Look how
3.
EJ's so excited, bro.
Yeah. Look, because a couple months ago, y'all were mad at me because I said Victor Wembanyama top 5 right now, and look where we at.
But look, top 5.
A game has
top 5 going into the season.
A game hasn't even been played yet.
Like at this point, we gotta prospect. Before we were reflecting. This point, we have to prospect. I'm gonna say one more time. Before we were reflecting.
Context matters.
Context matters.
Thank you for centering us, Q. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Just say you guys had some time to think.
Okay, this nigga got a crazy ass face on, bro. What?
Anybody
I'm
just disrespectful.
I'm just wondering what did it change? What did Wemby do in the last 3 months that we I don't know what
Nothing.
he did.
He ain't do shit.
Look,
they just got about it.
Go say what I just said, Blake. Tell him what I just said.
We are prospecting. We are no longer reflecting. It's the context. But in addition, it's like we've seen this energy of media day. We see Chris Paul in there.
Okay.
The energy of media day. I saw the energy of Bronny and LeBron. Does that mean is Bronny top 5 too?
Hey, it did make me more excited to see Bronny play. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
They wasn't giving us killer energy. Wemby's giving. Hey, this man gained 25 pounds. That was not something when we recorded week 1 or whenever we talked.
25 about pounds of what?
Dick.
Hey, stay ready.
Oh shit! But
none of these players, when they talk about gaining weight, bro, it's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. Even if they do gain the weight, like their game is their game,
bro. Just give us your top 5, nigga.
Is Wemby not top 10 this year?
Top 10? I'll give him top 10. Not top 5. You got to at least make a playoff run.
So if you had the number 1 pick in your fantasy basketball draft, you're not picking Wemby?
That's different.
Oh,
fantasy basketball.
I'm just get a load of this jackass.
Ask a question.
Fantasy basketball. Oh my god, bro! Stop playing with me, bro.
You said you wouldn't take him number 1 or number 2.
No, I would. That's fantasy basketball. It's got nothing to do with. Come on, man. That's just racking up stats.
You're right though. That don't got nothing to do with that. But I thought you said no. I was like, all right, now he just trying.
He did say no.
He did say no.
He did say no.
Not only did he say no, he scoffed at the idea of it. He was like,
because I was like, that doesn't make sense for the conversation. Not that I wouldn't take him, bro. You tweaking.
Yeah, there you
go.
All
right, let me get into my top 5, man. At number 1, y'all niggas tripping. I'm taking Jokic. Number 1. Don't put nobody else above him. He's number 1. He's an offense by himself. He can score super efficient if he wants to. He could board up 12, 15 boards a game. He can He got great hands, great smart steals, blocks, good positioning, and he wears down on you. And he's the most reliable player in the NBA. Doesn't get hurt.
Nigga
Number
just lost
2.
to Edwards though. Just saying.
The team lost, but you see what he did, right? He went stupid. 2. Where was Jamal Murray, bro?
Get to your list, dog. Get to your list, bro.
He had to double back.
Making my spin the block. Number 2, y'all forgot another champ. I'm taking Giannis. Number 2, he's really hasn't fallen off. He just hasn't had the team success, and the team did some funny ass stuff, which might have messed up his career trajectory, and he might be on his way out. But I'm taking Giannis, bro. 2-way player, can dime up, can score, can pass. Needs to work on his post game or add a little bit extra, but one of the most dominant forces, if not the most dominant force in the league. 3, Luka, another unstoppable force. Needs to work on a couple things too, but playoff riser, which is guys I want on my list. Playoff riser shows up when it's time to get dirty, right? A dog. You talk about killer, Wemby and killer, Luka, real killer. We seen it. We ain't seen it from Wemby. We seen it from this little white boy from Slovenia. I'm also taking SGA, number 4. Another killer, another dog, just a quieter one with a little bit of Rick on him. You feeling me? That's all he do. That's all he do. Flair,
going.
baby.
I'm almost
herky
there.
Herky jerky. You feel me? And he can kill you in so many ways. Steals, top of the league. Diamond up, elite. Scoring in the paint, elite. Shooting from the mid-range, elite. He did it in the playoffs. We saw the results come to fruition. He got a nasty team this year, too. I'm also taking at number 5, AD. One of the most. Why are you doing that, bro? I think he was underrated, bro. I think he had the defensive player of the year season last year, the real defensive player of the year. He's dropping 24 points on you efficiently, giving you 13 boards, giving you a couple steals and a couple blocks just to put some cherry on that ice cream, boy. He's nasty, and I think he's going to show out this year, given he stays healthy. I think a lot of GMs, if you could choose 5 players for 1 year, he's number 5.
I'm with you.
You know
That's
what?
that's a hot take.
There's a couple things you said.
Most underrated player in the league.
There's a couple things you said where I immediately scoffed, but at the end of the day, pretty much all these players except for Wemby, you have a point. At the end of the day, there is a point to be made about Wemby being top 5 without anything being done. But everybody else on these lists, they all have the potential to be the best player in the league at any point in time. I was thrown off a little bit by Giannis second, but he's fucking Giannis. You're right. He does have a potential. AD, he kills me with that street clothes shit. But 1, it's not his fault. And 2, he had a fucking phenomenal year last year. Phenomenal. So I scoffed at it. I take back my scoffs. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
You hate Embiid. You hate Embiid for all the time he misses, but we're not gonna knock AD for that.
I didn't say I hate Embiid for it. I didn't say anything about the time Embiid missed. That's never
AD
been
plays
my point.
way more than Embiid, by the way.
Low key.
Like he has a bad reputation, but he actually, I think I've done the math on it.
Fuck the math. Let's look it up.
Past 5-6 years, I'm pretty sure he's played more than Steph. But
yeah,
nobody. I'm serious, bro. I remember having to look it up. I remember I was talking to the homie Mike because he's a big Warriors fan. I was just like, bro, AD plays more than Steph plays.
That's wild.
AD's rep on that shit is it's the way he falls and shit, and the way he gets the injuries they listed as a pinky injury. They just make him look like a bitch. Yeah. But he also does have some tendencies where I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. He just has the look. He looks like he's injured 5 times a game.
Y'all saw that clip of Zeke in the locker room trying to put on the shoulder pads, and then he's just like, "Oh,
nice try, motherfucker." Steph Curry 257, Anthony Davis 208. The fuck, nigga?
That's not even close.
Wait, last 5 years?
Last 5 years.
Nah, you know what probably changed? It's because 2 years ago they shut AD down pretty early. Okay. That's probably what fucked it up. But when I had first looked it up, before 2 years ago, it was close, man.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Let's keep looking at it.
Hey, Joel Embiid is 224. he is more. He has technically played more than. Oh, this is the last 4 years.
Making
Oh,
shit
no,
up.
Make that shit 5, man. Make that shit 5.
Yeah, you're right.
It don't
Why is
even
it
last
so-
4 years though. Embiid's been more available than what are we even talking about here? That's hypocritical right there.
You brought it up. Ain't nobody bring up Embiid's injury but you. You're the only one. I've never once mentioned that shit.
Well, you didn't even put Embiid on your top 5.
He's not in my top 5 to be honest. Because
I put Embiid in my
defense
top
comes
5.
and goes. He's talking about me. His defense comes and
Yeah, I
goes.
was talking to the person who did not have him. This nigga with his
Answer
victim
questions.
mentality, bro.
I put him in my top 5.
Well, no, I mean
All right.
we know Andy didn't put him in the top 5. I thought that went without
I
saying.
haven't be like 7 though.
Okay.
I got my beef with Embiid, but I still think he's a great player. So
I just realized those for some reason it was even though I typed in last 5 years, they gave me all 3 last 4 years. So now I got 5. Joel Embiid 275 games played since 2019-2020 season. Damn, I said that hell hard. 2020. Stupid ass. Steph 262. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn, Joel played more than Steph. You might be on to something.
that was the year. It was 5 years ago. I think we
And then-
set out the year.
Anthony Davis 270. So he's only 5 games under.
So I was right. Yeah.
About one thing.
All the fact
About one
checkers,
thing.
all the
About
fact
one
checkers, I'm telling
thing.
You Marty Moore. You Marty Moore.
Hey, Embiid was number
I'm
1
talking
though.
to you, nigga.
Embiid was number 1.
Yeah,
That's
Embiid
fine. I was
number
talking
one.
about AD and Steph.
Bro,
No,
no,
I just
you're the
want-
only
I'm wrong.
one
That's a
arguing
neck.
that point,
That's a
Blake.
neck.
I should have stood on 10. I
That's
backed
a
out
neck.
hella quick. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
was I wrong?
Yeah,
Well, no,
that
if you
was
add the
crazy.
context that Embiid is more available than Steph and AD in the last 5 years, I think that changes a lot of people's perception of who Embiid is as a top 5.
Well,
Player.
let's
crazy,
get
though.
into my top 5. So that
Oh yeah.
All right,
Let's
see
do it.
all right, number 1, he's bigger than your favorite player.
Pause.
He's slower than your favorite player.
Oh no.
He can only jump about 2 inches into the air,
Pause.
and yet he's still the most dominant player in the game.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about Nikola Jokic. That man
Serbian.
does not play fair, bro. Number 2, man got the strongest accent in the league. He's a troll on Twitter. He only got one good leg, and he'll still drop 70 on you. Joel Embiid, bro. Best post game in the league.
Africa.
Jokic is scared of him. Jokic can't guard him. Jokic looks human playing against Embiid. That's my 1 and 2. Number 3, people forget. Anytime you need him to drop 50, he'll drop 50. You need him to hunker down, grab 15 rebounds, block 5 shots. He gonna do that. He can be the best player in the league if used correctly. I'm talking about Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. You're talking about a superstar on both ends of the floor. I'm very excited about what he might look like this year. Number 4, he a freak. What can I say, man? Nigerian, Greek, it don't really matter. He's more athletic than everybody else. I'm talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And number 5, too tall for his own good. Still gonna cross you up. Still gonna pull up from 30. It don't matter. You're not gonna block the shot anyway. Why even try? He an alien. He not from here. From outer space. Victor Wembanyama. That's my top 5
We
players.
didn't even
going to
have
the
Luca
2024.
once.
Yeah, no, Luca
You
is
didn't know
crazy.
Luca.
This is
You
what I'm
wanna know-
saying, bro.
You
I
want to
was
know
gonna
why?
say AD
This is what
over
I'm
Luca
saying,
is
bro.
already crazy,
You
but no
wanna know
Luca
why?
at all.
You want to know why? I'll tell y'all why.
Why?
The only player on my list that doesn't play defense is Jokic. Luka's a top 10 player, but to get into that top 5 where, hey, I could trust you on both ends of the court on every fucking possession, and you could be the best player on the court, whether it's offense or defense. Look, Luka's a great, amazing offensive player, but he literally cost his team the finals. Name one best player on their team who gets headhunted at that level.
How did he cost his team the finals when the team couldn't score 90 points? That's why they
Jalen Brown.
lost.
Well,
Mm.
if you could guard the other team, also the same way they guard you, then it should be fine. But the other team was just like, hey, yo, give me Luka.
They guarded the other team. Look at them box scores, bro. They guarded the other team. Nobody can make a shot.
Bro, you could look up. You could look up a montage of these niggas blowing by Luka. Like it was.
I know Luka played ass defense.
It's crazy, bro.
That ain't why they lost.
I got an issue with your number 3. Can y'all really tell me that, hey, I need AD to score 50 tonight? You can rely on AD to drop 50?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
Ever since he's played
with LeBron, he's taken a little bit of a back seat. But people forget when it was his team in New Orleans, what was going down there. Like, you a Warriors fan?
Fuck all that. Hold on.
You Warriors fan?
No,
remember that series?
No. You said
that series?
Hold on. You said ever since LeBron got there, the nigga took a back seat. LeBron was literally handing the nigga the front seat. He wanted him to take the front seat.
Now, if you watch those games, LeBron still
LeBron ain't want to dial back and give Anthony Davis, make this his team.
LeBron he said it multiple
times.
He gaslights the public, bro.
And I agree. AD can score 50. You talk about that nigga can score 50 when he want. No, he cannot.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
If he did that every night, he would play 12 games a season. He knows for a fact he can't fucking score no fucking 50 points again. He can't do it. It's possible for him to do it, but just on the dime like that, no. Because there was multiple games the last 3 seasons where that nigga just was nowhere to be seen, and y'all were losing. It's not like he could have just did that and just was y'all was just, oh yeah, LeBron, you got it. No, you got it. Fuck all that. No, LeBron wanted that nigga to step up. And where was he at half the time?
When LeBron got hurt 2 years ago, who put the team on their back after that Russell Westbrook trade? Anthony Davis. People talk about how good we were after that trade, and they don't talk about how LeBron was on the bench in street clothes. Nobody said anything.
Hey.
And AD put the team on his back, put a couple 50 points games on the board, dominated defensively, and then last year, what did he do? He was all like, you know what? I know LeBron's gonna be more active offensively. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna lock in defensively.
Exactly.
And he had the best defensive season of his career while still putting in 23 and 10. The numbers might disagree with you than that. So it's
disagree with you there. But to say this nigga is top 2 potential because he could get a 50 bucket. He's not in New Orleans anymore. That's not him anymore.
Even in New Orleans, he wasn't doing that. He was getting like 40 and 20.
Y'all stuck on the guy y'all traded for. That's not him no more.
That's not him no
30
more.
points a game. That was never him. He was never.
Don't get me wrong. I do think he is a top
bro.
He could be. I'm not even mad at him being top 5. He's top 5. But first of all, top 2 is fucking crazy.
We have top 2. He has top 3. Oh, he has top 2.
He was my 3 spot.
3 is
I had Jokic, Embiid, Anthony Davis.
Your 2 and 3 is out of this world, bro.
Yeah, I think how is it out of this world, bro?
Crazy.
You're putting Embiid over a champ, Giannis, who you might not be as pretty as Embiid, but averages the same, if not more points, and plays defense at an elite level. Joel Embiid has the capability to play elite defense, but he ain't doing that all the time. He don't even run down the floor. That's my thing with him. Is like he don't even run down the floor, so he kills his team. You talk about Luka, Embiid kills his team. Check the stats on this Sixers team. The last 5 years, they're bottom 5 in transition defense every goddamn year because of this big hunk of meat.
7 foot, 300 pounds.
Exactly, that's part of the profile. You hating on we taking down Luka because he's what, a chubby
Luka's a different level. You cannot compare Luka's defense to Embiid's defense. At least Embiid makes all defensive teams. Like, what are we talking about?
You can't. We're acting like Embiid can't play transition defense. That's a lazy argument. Transition defense for a center
from your center.
That's the point, though. Is that's how teams get killed? That's how his teams get killed.
That's not on him. That's on.
What did the Knicks do in the playoffs? What did the Knicks do in the playoffs? They ran that nigga up and down the court. Pause.
He was hurt.
He's always hurt, bro. So what do it even matter? He's hurt.
You fucked up because now you're going into Blake's earlier point of, hey, he plays more games than your favorite player.
Nah, it's not about games played. I'm not knocking him for games played. I'm saying, but if you on the floor, we're gonna judge you by what you do on the floor. You don't think AD plays hurt? You don't think Giannis played hurt? Everybody's hurt. Luka was playing hurt in the finals. We're judging him.
Different levels of hurt, man.
Yeah, I'm not
Luka
gonna lie.
was
That
hurt in the finals. His knee was messed up. He couldn't even make a three, and we're judging him off his finals defense when he was
That
carrying
nigga-
the offense and
It's the
playing
same defense we've always seen, though. So
that
Nah,
nigga
yeah, I
Joel
know he was
Embiid
playing
didn't play
defense
because
as
he
well.
had to boo boo. That's different, bro.
That's it.
He won't play because he has to shit.
Yep. What did he do? He sat out the game versus Jokic. Played the game before against the Spurs when he dropped. Like, bro, I can't take you seriously if you're not gonna show up against real competition.
Man, bro, when he did that, I was actually really
That
I
was
was
some
fed up with that day, bro.
fugazi ass shit.
I
That's the
was
shit
so
I can't
fed up
rock
with
with.
him.
The Jokic shit is that shit's trash.
That's why I tell you it's mental with him, bro. It's mental. He's
Hey,
playing
really-
games.
really
Embiid ain't
quick.
got no mental issues, bro.
How many 50-point games would you say
All right.
AD has in his career?
5, if I had to guess.
Did you look it up or you need me to look
I know
it
we
up?
got.
real quick?
I know we got.
No,
one
I
against
already
the
looked it up.
Wizards.
All right.
I'll say 2 or 3.
Cute.
I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I forgot I had to put input. I'm gonna say 50-point games. I'm gonna say 3.
All right.
Nah,
so
yeah, I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3.
EJ got the answer right. It's 5, but like, how can you say somebody that's only scored 5 50-point games in their career can just drop 50 at will?
Saying only and then 5 50-point games
Yeah,
in the NBA
nah.
is kind of
Blake.
crazy.
Yeah,
Blake,
nah,
go
I'm like,
look
what
up-
are we talking
that's
about?
not it.
Look up how many KD has. It's one of the greatest scorers.
Why are we laughing?
You know how tough it is to score 50, bro?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. 5. I thought it was gonna be 1.
KD has
like
9.
2. 9. This is one of the greatest scorers of the generation.
Who
He
has
has
6
9.
years on AD?
Yeah, 9. And
Embiid
AD got
has
5. I'm
8.
actually impressed. Come on, man.
Embiid has
And
8.
Embiid's number 1 option. I'm kind of
Now
impressed that
imagine if
AD has 5.
AD has been on his own team this whole time. Like I'm sure he only has like 1 or 2 since he's been on the Lakers. And I'd be shocked if LeBron played on either of those games.
I know he got one against the Wizards like 2 years ago. That month he was going stupid.
All right, you know what? Embiid has 40-point games, and AD has 42. So
Yeah,
80 scores a little better than I thought.
He tweaking. People forget, bro. People forget.
He's almost automatic for mid-range. I don't know why that was a hot take for you guys.
Yeah, no, he is automatic for mid range.
Because the one time that I really saw him get buckets was 2020 in the bubble. That was like the one time I saw AD just like
his
Did
offense.
y'all
did
forget
fall
about
off
the
a little bit.
Pelicans AD? That nigga was nasty, bro.
that was just rebounds and putbacks.
Nah, hell no.
He was
bro.
like a guard, bro. He was a guard playing center. Like it was crazy. He was really pulling. He was wet from mid range. I look. He don't think his middies that nice anymore, but he still can dominate you in the paint anytime he wants.
His midi is still
Corrected.
wet money.
It is.
I'm not last year, but the year before last, he was like awful. And then last year he got it back a little.
That
bit.
Wizards stat line, I'm looking it up right now. 55 and 17. Y'all niggas are back, bro. What?
2 years ago, that was the year AD's like, oh, I ain't touched a basketball all summer.
I get
He
that
beat
AD is like that guy, right? It's just something is just not. Maybe it's bias. Maybe that's what it is. Something just don't sit right with him being number 2 or 3 on a list above somebody like Giannis, above somebody like Luka, above somebody like fucking shit. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, shit, he's on my list above him. Shea, nigga, like
that's the only reason I can't put him above those guys. Giannis
I
and
could definitely put him above Shea, 100%.
that
I could
nigga
see
cooking.
above
That
Shea.
nigga
Shea
cooking
has an argument,
AD.
but not Giannis, because the one thing about AD that I'll give the knock on is he doesn't have number 1 responsibilities.
Right.
But
Yeah,
he has the toughest number 2. Like he holds a defense down solo dolo by himself. Giannis not doing that, Embiid not doing that, Jokic not doing that. None of these guys are doing that, but AD's holding that defense down by himself. He's a one-man defense.
yeah.
I'm a little sick that none of us had Steph top 5, especially after what he did this summer.
What is that? That's the
Nigga.
NBA, bro.
I love. Don't get me wrong. I love my goat. No, I'm just playing. That's not my goat. But you know what I'm saying. Big Warriors fan, but I'm realistic here. Steph, I'm not even gonna say that. Let's move on. I'm not even gonna put that on him.
Bro, we on cam. Say it.
That was the Finals MVP literally 2 years ago, and we just disrespecting dude.
I don't think we disrespect.
It just is what it is, you know. Like
5, not top 20.
And
that's like saying
2024-2025 season. This ain't
That's
2
like
years
saying,
ago.
why is LeBron
Yeah.
not top 5? It's just past his
exactly.
time. I mean, he still has more time than LeBron. Like, I do think that Steph has
Really.
some good seasons ahead of him, but with the team set up and how he finds success, I can't put him as a top 5 player because it's hard for him to elevate the rest of his team like the other people we've listed. At this time of his life, and his partner in crime, Draymond, is nowhere to be fucking trusted half the time. So
Missing in action.
I think if Steph was, this sounds sacrilegious, but I think if Steph was like a AD where he was like a close number 2, like he had an elite top 5 player. I mean, obviously they do great, but I think he just needs somebody to take a little bit of attention away from him.
He needs a LeBron.
Yeah, he needs LeBron, bro. Him and LeBron playing together. Come on, man.
God, that would be so annoying as a Warriors fan if he went to the Warriors.
I love it, bro. You'd love it after month number 2, bro.
I would love it, but like that summer before, I would my goodness, bro. I would probably want to cut my fucking dick off, bro.
They'd be macking and shit on the court.
Like, damn it, man.
LeBron grabbing his booty.
Steph gonna get Giannis soon. So that's
honestly, I think that's coming. I think that's coming down the pike.
What's Giannis's contract looking like?
I think he signed an extension, but I think it's a short extension, like a 2-year extension.
You just go ask out.
He just
he signed a 3-year, $186 million contract extension that begins in 2025, 2026, ends in 2027, 2028.
Damn.
Steph is gonna be retired by the time he's.
I did not know he might ask for a trade, bro. Giannis already dropping hints last year. It started when he said, "This is Dame's team." I was like, this nigga's out, bro.
I didn't even think about that.
Team? Bro, once he said that, I was like, this nigga dropping hints. He's not funny.
I didn't think about that.
He said this is Dame's team, and then he basically didn't let Dame get involved in the offense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I tried to. We weren't potting back then, but I tried to let everybody know. I was in multiple group chats. People call me crazy when I said Dame and Giannis ain't gonna fit together. They're like, how can you say that? I was just like, bro, the games don't fit, bro. Giannis ain't a pick and roll type of guy, bro.
You saw Bradley Beal today was like, oh, they tried to trade Chris Middleton for me.
He said that?
Yeah, he dropped that he told the reporter that back in 2023. The Bucks were shopping Chris Middleton for Bradley Beal.
I'm glad they didn't pull that off. Was that after they? Oh, that was before they traded for Dame.
Bro, Chris Middleton on the Wizards that would make me want to throw up, bro.
Oh, this was when Beal was on the Wizards,
right? Or
yeah, no, you're right. Drew.
Why would the Bucks do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure that out right now because that don't make no sense.
I feel like when players say that, like, these teams are they literally do this for a living. There's probably hundreds of calls throughout the season. Like, it probably happened and they didn't even really put no fucking weight on it. Like, nigga, they did not want you, bro. They were just they seeing what's in the water, bro.
They're just kicking the
bucket. That's me giving teams the benefits of the doubt. Some of these teams are fucking dumb, like the fucking Warriors.
Because the thing is, if you're the Wizards, why would you not do that?
Yeah,
because catch some picks. It's not going to be straight swap. It's going to be picks and maybe a young player.
Yeah, you get off of that fucking atrocious contract that Bradley Beal had.
Could they say yes to Phoenix?
I mean, maybe they don't want the Middleton contract.
It probably. I don't know what's coming. Does it expire? And that would have been fire.
Yeah, it might not have been good enough.
Yeah. Man.
5 years, 70 mil.
I mean, shit. What did they get back for Phoenix?
Goddamn ham sandwich.
They didn't get back shit. That's crazy.
Oh, nah. Middleton's making like.
Yeah, he has a hefty contract.
30 mil a year, essentially.
Yeah, Chris Middleton gets paid.
That's not too bad.
But he doesn't have a no trade clause.
3 years, 93 mil. What do you mean that's not that bad? He barely plays, bro. That's street clothes for real.
But this was before he was not playing. Like, he was the dude who showed up in the finals.
He was hurt 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Talking about? Yeah.
That was fresh off the chip, right?
No, that was Chip was what, 3 years now?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a year
after. And then the year
hurt.
after he was hurt pretty much the whole time.
Honestly, I take it. You're not trying to win anyway. You're trying to get off that 50 mil.
I mean, they got off the 50 mil and didn't take too much money back, so I think they're good.
What did they even get back besides the picks?
Empty
Nothing.
space, man. Cap space.
Well, they don't need no cap space, bro. They ass. You don't need cap space to do what?
And nobody wants to go there.
Shit.
That's crazy that nobody wants to go to the Wizards, bro. Like, I feel like DC would be a cool spot to play for.
I always wish KD went, but their organization ain't the one that. I mean, he went to the Nets, so it's not going to.
I mean, the
not
year
like
that he
better.
went, or he would have went instead of going to the Warriors, linking up with John Wall, that shit would have been fired.
Oh my goodness.
John Wall, Beal. Man.
That would have ruined his career.
It would have, but at least it would have been more
probably-
fun. It would have been more fun than the shit we've been seeing since then. I
His
think
name would
numbers
have a
would've been
different light to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
looked
try.
like No, go ahead.
The biggest. Let's talk about this
biggest.
deal.
Man. Utah had a great card this weekend. Actually, let me take that back. Utah had a great main card fight. I'm not gonna lie, like I started watching the card maybe around like I started watching at the fight before the main prelim fight, the Carla Esparza fight, which was cool. Shout out Carla Esparza, one of the top women's strawweights of all time. She retired on a loss to Tisha Pennington, which is crazy enough, the wife of Raquel Pennington, who fought on the co-main. It's crazy how you can, be married to someone and then fight on the same card, same day. Like damn, y'all was training together. I was about to say some wild shit, but
I'm about to say it for you. I was this close.
Hey, when they start rolling,
hey, they don't know where it's gonna stop. But yeah, it was a pretty good fight. I mean, pretty good card. I'll start here. Let me share my screen. I'll start with the main fight on the prelim. We don't need to get through talk about all the little weak ass fights. So yeah, Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley.
Wonder
Now,
Boy.
man, I love Wonder Boy. Nice guy, exciting fighter. He's old too. He's like 40 something.
Damn.
Joaquin, he has like, I don't know. I feel like in a year or so, he might not be in the best favor. He probably isn't in the best favor of the fans right now because he just says wild things. But he probably has one of the most exciting. He definitely has the best knockout in UFC history. I wish I could pull it up to show y'all, but last time we got copyright infringement.
They
hate on hater.
Man. But yeah, like ever since that knockout, where if I could describe it, he kicked the dude. You guys have probably seen it. Dude grabbed his leg, so he kicked him. Dude grabbed his leg, so he just uses his other leg that he's standing on to jump.
Oh yeah,
back kick him. Bro,
Bruh.
just knocked out from there. She was crazy.
that's one of the greatest knockouts in UFC history, right?
History, bro. I mean,
Gotta be.
it has to be. Like that shit was really straight out of a movie scene.
Casuals have seen that.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, and that's what skyrocketed his career. And ever since then, he's been on a tear. He went down to welterweight. He wasn't doing so good in the class above, but welterweight, I think he won the last 4 of his fights, kind of to some bums. No, actually, no, that's not true because he beat Vicente Luque, but people kind of say he was off his game that day. But a win is a win. But anyways, people went into this saying, "Hey, you got to wrestle Stephen Thompson. Don't stand with him. Don't do what Kevin Holland did." And Kevin got his ass whooped because he didn't want to wrestle him. Like Kevin just don't be wanting to win sometimes. I get it. He wants to put on fucking exciting fights, but like you gotta do what you gotta do to win. But Kevin already made his money in the UFC. He knows he will stay, so I get him. Joaquin, on the other hand, nigga, I was thinking as soon as this fight started, wrestle him. And that's what his plan was. He did it for the first round. But Stephen Thompson's takedown defense is actually pretty damn good. And he showed that. And then they got to boxing. And when Joaquin Buckley, I'm not even like, bro, I am black. So I'm not even trying to be racist, bro. But that nigga literally fights like a fucking gorilla, bro. Like,
oh shit,
that nigga throws haymakers. Like He throws punches, spinning his heads around.
Hey, I'm
One of
okay
them-
looking down right here, just shaking his goddamn head. We need
Hey,
Dr.
bro,
Umar out here.
look, Dr. Umar MLK, y'all know my intentions, bro. Chill
I
out,
know.
bro.
I know. EJ's sick right now.
I ain't say he was a gorilla. I'm just saying he fight like a gorilla. You know who else fight like a gorilla? Let me balance it out. Brock Lesnar. He's white. Boom. End of story. All right.
This story.
You know what's crazy? When I was a junior, no, my senior year in high school, I had this ceramics teacher. Hey, this guy. His name was Mr. Sheelan. Sheelan? I think.
Hey,
Elon
fuck
Musk.
Mr. Sheelan.
And there was this baseball player that his name was Dennis that I used to beef with. And there was one time niggas got me mad. They're just saying some crazy shit. And it was getting close to like, throwing hands. And Mr. Sheelan goes, "Oh, Dennis, you don't want to mess with EJ. You don't want to mess with EJ. He's a silverback gorilla."
Stop.
I promise you, bro. I
Hey,
was like, what's wrong with this guy? So I'm already mad. Now I'm just like 10 times more mad. But
hey, you just gotta beat that teacher up, bro.
It's probably that's in hindsight, it's a great in fighting wise, it's a great compliment, but it's like with context, and you're in a high school class. Now niggas gonna be calling you silverback gorilla for the rest of the day. Like, that did not.
They knew better than that. They knew better than
Why did he have to add silverback?
He got National Geographic with it. It said silverback.
He have to add silverback.
Yeah.
It just makes it ridiculous.
Like, nigga, he said, "Don't mess with him. You don't mess with Donkey Kong over there."
I had so many stories from that class, bro. Like, no joke. I hate that shit, bro.
We all had that one class, bro. That's crazy.
Same.
My fault for interrupting.
No, you good. Because I mean, shit. Speaking of a damn silverback, that's how Joaquin hit him. Like, if y'all look up the knockout punch, he literally jumps. You probably seen it, EJ. He jumps
punch against the cage.
Knocked him out. It was not good seeing Stephen Thompson get knocked out, but I do want to see Joaquin Buckley go far, and I think it's his time. So that was good. That was a good little fight to start it off. Kayla Harrison told y'all niggas she was gonna win. I don't even need to speak on this too much. She bled for the first time in any of her fights, even outside of the UFC. It's the first fight she bled for.
She ain't a virgin no more.
Yeah, she's human. Took her virginity in the fight.
That cherry.
Roman Delise, Kevin Holland. They had to stop it after the first round because Kevin Holland broke his ribs. Shit looked painful.
That shit looked crazy.
The only thing that I really have to say about that is that his coach kind of pissed me off because Kevin Holland's going to say he wants to fight. He clearly doesn't want to. He clearly, like, he's saying, "Do you want to fight?" He's like, yeah. Like, that nigga's not gonna say no. And exactly. Why would you want him to say no? He's gonna, it's gonna be a bad look. But eventually, they threw in the towel. Sucked because I feel like that could have been a good fight. On the opposite of good fights, the legend Jose Aldo came to fight Mario Bautista, and Mario Bautista put him up against the cage. All fight. The ref came and separated, which I think that's a dumb rule, but I got it at this point. But I think I don't know. I don't think this did anything for his name, even though he beat a legend. Like it kind of sucks because he did it in such a trash way that I think more people left with having his name with a bad taste in their mouth than good, and it's just not.
It's so crazy how much style points factor in the UFC. Like, no other sport do you need to win by a certain aesthetic. Like,
bro,
if you Tom Brady and you winning 24-20, and you kind of game managing and just not making dumb mistakes. Like, nobody you a champ. Like, this nigga, you got to show out. Like, you got to take that opportunity to show out.
You're right as hell.
I disagree with that.
No,
the way
he's right as fuck.
The way you win matters in any sport.
No, but not in the UFC, bro. Because that's literally the reason why Khalil Roundtree. We'll get to that in a second. That's literally the reason why he's on the main card. He was not deserving, even though I fuck with Roundtree. Ankalaev, the wrestler, everybody knows he would have Alex Pereira on the ground all game, all match, and that's why he hasn't fought him yet.
The reason why I say that is because, all right, think about the NFL, right? Chiefs 5-0, but a couple of those games look kind of crazy from the refs. And so what happens? You have all these people going like, "Nah, fuck that. I don't care that they won. Like they got the refs on their side." But think about the NBA when you have a team that's elite defensively, but offensively it'd be trash. It'd be boring to watch. Let's be honest. You'd be like, "Damn, I don't want this team in the fucking finals, nigga." Like I hope this team loses. The way you win definitely matters in every single sport. I just think it just looks different in the UFC because these niggas are, bleeding. Like,
but if you get to the finals doing your way, or you get to the Super Bowl doing it your way, and you win, like you're a winner. It don't matter. Like these niggas can be denied spots. Like,
but we're talking about fans. We're talking about like
no, I'm saying you have to win aesthetically. Like he was kind of saying like he might have hurt his profile even though he won. Like he took an L even though he won.
Tyron Woodley was champ. Doing what? The same shit that we're complaining about right now.
But he knocking niggas out.
He was an exciting fighter though. This is
boring
different.
Champ. He was a boring champ.
He was a boring champ, and you get those. People are gonna call Marab a boring champ, because he's a wrestler. But there's certain things because trust me, I said this before. Like I hate when the crowd starts booing when people get to the ground. Like just enjoy it. This is MMA. If y'all want to watch kickboxing, go watch kickboxing.
Yeah.
But in this fight, like, first off, let's take a step back. Like, Jose Aldo is like fucking 67 years old. Like, you're gonna win this fight, most likely. Like, you probably would. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If he stood in the middle and did Max Holloway with him and lost, and it was exciting, it wouldn't even have tarnished anything. Especially if it was still a close fight. This, I will say, and like Andy, you're right. EJ, you're right. I was talking about the fans, but also to that, it's gonna hurt his stock with Dana White too, who books you fights. If Dana White thinks you're a boring fight, you're not gonna get the fights you want. Which the fights you want are the ones that are gonna move you up in rank. Shout out Ankalaev. Ankalaev should have fought Alex 2-3 fights ago. But he didn't because Dana White didn't like how he fought his last fights. Didn't like how he complained. You know what I'm saying? He should have been fought Alex, and he might have won. But do we want that? No, we don't want. Sometimes it just works out. Like if you have an exciting fighter, they're gonna try to cater towards that person. So I see what you're saying, Andy. Like a win is definitely not just a win in the UFC, but EJ, you are right. Like other, in the fans' eyes, like, a boring team is going to be a boring team, just like a boring fighter is going to be a boring fighter.
Bilal Muhammad's a champ right now.
Yeah, people don't fuck with him. But the thing is, Bilal is actually he's an exciting fighter. People just don't like him for some reason.
I think that's a great spot to be in. Like disliked, but people want to watch it. Like when I hate watch.
Yeah.
I think it speaks to a general issue with the UFC right now is a lot of people are dissatisfied. I think we talked about this last episode, but they're dissatisfied with a lot of the people that are winning right now because it's a lot of ground game dudes as opposed to strikers. And so I don't know if Dana White really has a choice. Like I think he's going to still have to give these guys fights despite, how boring the results
I was going to say, what's the line on like who deserves something and who's further in the sport? Because like, EJ, you're right though, because like in the NFL, how they'll do it, or NBA, how they'll do it is they'll change the rules. So they'll change the rules to benefit, like, okay, let's get more scoring
or primetime games.
Yeah, let's protect the quarterbacks. Let's do something to help the sport overall. But UFC, it's like you can't. It's literally no rules. Like, a couple rules, but the whole idea is that it's like you're in a jungle fighting. Most shit goes. You can't put rules and be like, everybody has to get 4 strikes in per round. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you just got to see what the line is on, do you promote the dudes who are actually good and can win, or do you promote the dudes who are actually going to get you some money, which I feel like it's going to end up being Like ground game guys are running it right now, but I feel like eventually it's gonna come back around.
It's a fine line. It's hard to do. It's hard to balance.
If you're winning though, they do eventually. At the end of the day, because the UFC wants to separate themselves from like a corrupt, how most boxing organizations are. They want to act. They want to be taken seriously as a organization. They eventually do have to do that, and they usually do. But it just sucks because if you're 2 fights too late, who knows what could happen in your next 2 fights? You could have just been robbed an opportunity because you got your ass knocked out trying to wait for, your fight with Alex Pereira.
Yeah, facts. Real shit.
But yeah.
Let's talk about the other wife.
Yeah, Raquel Pennington. This was actually a very close decision. Like, honestly, I think it could have gone either way. Like, it comes down to the first round. I had it Pennington. I think she landed a couple more brutal strikes on Pena. It's nice though. It's funny that we just had that conversation. It is kind of nice to have Juliana Pena back as champion for the bantamweight division because she got a mouthpiece on her. She talks shit, bro. Like Pennington. Everybody always talked about how she was boring. Bantamweight is that division when it comes to women's UFC, women's MMA. And now we got Juliana Pena calling out Amanda Nunes in her post-fight speech. They put the split screen with Kayla Harrison backstage. Like, bitch, you're supposed to be fighting me right now. Now you ducking. So it's working its way back to being an exciting division again. And I love it. And Amanda Nunes is going to come out of retirement, and that's going to be a super fight. So that's going to be lit.
Is it going to be a super fight?
Oh, 100% it's going to be a super fight.
I feel like Amanda Nunes, she's going to dog walk her again, bro. that last fight was so bad.
Yeah.
She's been gone for like 2 years, though.
She's been gone for 2 years. Juliana Pena. I don't know. You're right. That last fight was bad, but Juliana Pena did win once. They're 1-1. Like at the end of the day, they're 1-1. They got a score to settle. I think that's gonna be a super fight. Amanda Nunes is getting old. She 2 years removed. Like there's some oomph to it. And honestly, fuck all that. I don't even think they should. I don't fuck what Juliana Pena saying. I think what they should do is have Juliana Pena. I'm struggling with that name right now. Fight Kayla Harrison, and the winner of that fights Amanda Nunes. Yeah. And if I'm Amanda Nunes, that's what I'm saying too. Like, one of y'all fight it out. If I'm Dana White, I'm saying that. Why not? Like that the lineup for the come up for before that fight is gonna be crazy.
Or
don't you want the trilogy though?
What?
Yeah, I'm with Blake. I'll run the trilogy first, hedge my bets because I feel like Amanda Nunes is gonna win, and then get Nunes against Kayla Harrison. Then you get both of them.
Yeah, seeing Amanda fight twice, that sells more tickets.
That makes sense, but I just don't see if Amanda Nunes fights Juliana Pena, win or lose, I don't see her coming back again to fight Kayla Harrison.
I totally don't come back unless you, because I got 2 people I need you to go through.
Yeah,
because there's no point of you taking the belt from Juliana just to have her fight for the belt again.
That's what the issue is with people retiring when they shouldn't be retiring, because especially with their status, like with Nunes' status, like that's why Dana White don't like that shit, because he can't really have her do that. She could come and fight one fight and have a two fight contract and say, fuck that last fight. I'm not doing that. Like, just don't pay me. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But regardless, I think the women's bantamweight division is sparked up. And shit, Raquel Pennington is still a dog. Like, she's still there. Maybe Zhang Wei Li. Yeah, Zhang Wei Li. That girl. Maybe she come do what she got to do with bantamweight. But man, I'm spending too much time on UFC. Let's get to the main thing. Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. I took the dog stupidly, but if y'all don't know who the fuck Khalil Roundtree is now, I don't know what to tell you. That motherfucker is a dog, and I was telling niggas, bro. And honestly, after this fight, like I don't know, like outside of Alex, obviously, but like if you standing up with him in the light heavyweight division, I think he's taking anybody else but Alex. I think he's number 2 when it just comes to standing up. Standing up. If you start wrestling the nigga, then yeah. That was an exciting fight. That's literally why they booked it. It was for the fans.
You would take him over Jerry?
Yeah. I think because Khalil fights Southpaw, that unorthodox shit that Yuri does kind of gets canceled out a little bit. But if we're talking just stand up, because Yuri will get that nigga on the ground and start doing jujitsu and fuck him up. I think Yuri versus Khalil Roundtree, point blank period, Yuri wins. But if we talking straight kickboxing, yeah, I got Khalil.
Dog, that fight was crazy.
You got him over Jamal Hill too?
You know what? I don't know because, and I think honestly, that's a good transition because I think Khalil is his next fight. I think that's what they're gonna book, and I think that's gonna be a good fight. The only reason why I say I don't know is Khalil has a similar career path as Alex. You know, he kind of came out of nowhere and got like a shot faster than other people would because when John vacated the belt, you know, he fought for it and then he ended up champion. I haven't seen, like, he is nice, but like I really can't get a read on how good he is, like as a fighter. Like he really is, like obviously he's one of the top like strikers, but it just looks so. It's like Nate Diaz-y, like you like how is he doing this? Like if you asked me to say if Nate Diaz would beat this person, I would literally be like, I don't fucking know because I'm surprised Nate Diaz was beating half the people he was beating. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's that same thing. I do think. Let me circle back. My bad. I think Khalil Roundtree will beat what's his name? Jamal. But you know, I could be wrong because you know he surprised me so many times. And honestly, I thought his fight with Alex was gonna be way better. I do think Alex cheated a little bit, but I mean it's not cheating, but he got away with one a little bit. So maybe they do need to book that for another fight. But yeah, I don't know. But regardless, Khalil showed his heart. Alex went into God flow mode, started piecing his ass up. Alex, man, Shama, let's go.
Bro, did his face like some mincemeat, bro.
Bro,
that was nasty.
Had him looking like a zombie.
Looked like an Ebola patient.
Straight out of that Django clip.
Man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Django fighting.
Y'all smiling and shit after too. That was insane, bro.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That fight saved the card because it was kind of boring up until then.
I can't believe people's faces heal like from that shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen his picture recently? He looks healed up.
That doesn't make sense.
Besides his nose, I think he had to get surgery on his nose, but his eye is cool. Oh, Irene Aldana, the one who got her shit sliced open.
Oh, yeah.
Her shit healed already right now too.
She got a scar or what?
Yeah, she definitely.
That shit was damn, bro.
Yeah, bro. Shit crazy. But
they must have some like they must know how to fucking fix faces or something.
I was gonna say they must have some type of like
some crazy.
They probably do immediate, something.
This is next up, at least for the big cards. This is October 26th. It's gonna be a banger. We'll get to that.
And that shit don't heal for 3 months. Like what?
Oh God!
Come on.